So is tuning your G or Z worth it? Not gonna lie, I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this, but yes, before you comment about me wearing a jacket in Florida, it's actually kind of cold today, so I'm gonna rock my favorite jacket that I have. This car's coming. So it has been about a week since I tuned my car. I did a whole series on me prepping onto the tune. It's called the Road to 400 Horsepower series. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. So yeah, it has been a week since I last tuned this car, and to be completely honest with you guys, loving it. Having a blast, absolutely loving it. On the drive back from Orlando, where I went to go tune this car, I get into that later on, I shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie, I shed a tear or two, because it was such an emotional moment of where this car has come from and where it is now, and tuning it has been something so big that I've always wanted to do. Might sound silly, but I've always wanted to do it, and I was still super excited of what you guys would think of it, which, by the way, thank you so much for supporting that video. I did film me tuning it. Go ahead and watch that video if you haven't already. But yeah, I shed a tear or two. You know, I shed a man tear, a little man tear. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Now we're gonna instantly put it into the flame map. I'm gonna stop. With that said, I heard you guys want to tune your Z or G. You're in the right place. Let's start talking about it. So there are two ways you're gonna tune your car. You're either gonna go up rev or ECU tech. Those are the only two I'm aware of. I know there was like a series or something like that way back. I think that's gone now, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. You're either going up rev, ECU tech. The more common one is up rev. Mine is tuned on up rev. First thing we're gonna talk about, that is expenses. How much does it cost to tune your Z or G? To be honest, widely depends on the tuner. This can range from as low as $400 to as high as $1,000. Depends on the tuner, experience of the tuner. That's how they usually go up. Oh my gosh, look at this brake dust. Whew. My car right now is as dirty as it's ever been. I had to take a 3.5-hour road trip to tune the car. So yeah, right now it's just disgusting. I haven't even been able to clean it, which after this video, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So to go along with the expenses, you're not only tuning the car, but you gotta make sure everything is working perfectly so your car does not blow up and nothing goes wrong, which most likely things are gonna go wrong. But basically, you gotta make sure you get new spark plugs if yours are relatively old. I did have to get new spark plugs. Those were $120 something. I went with the OEM Denzos. Yeah, pretty pricey. You can either go NGK, Denso, I don't know, whatever your choice. Honestly, just normal maintenance stuff. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. I personally got a bigger fuel pump. Huge mess with that. Go ahead and watch the series if you want to know what happened. But this car's a trooper. It drove 3.5 hours, got tuned, got absolutely like, I've never driven this car so hard in a single day. It was it was like 9 hours of driving, and 2 out of those 9 hours was just gunning the car. Like, so I'm proud of her. I haven't been driving her much, but I'm pretty proud of her. I know the big question you might have is, okay, so I'm tuning the car. Is anything major gonna change? How is the drivability gonna be? Is it gonna drive any different? Is it gonna be weird? How is it gonna change really? Okay, so how's the daily drivability of the car? It honestly really depends because me personally, the tuner gave me 5 maps. First map, that is a AK-47 assault band tuner, however you say it. It's absolutely insane. Pops, bangs, huge flames. Absolute goodness. You guys probably heard it on the way here. I was just absolutely just popping the biggest flames. We got a second map, which is 100 octane. Third map, the same. Actually, no, the third map is the launch control. Also the 2-step, and yeah, fourth map, same as the first map, but with no pops and bangs. That's what I usually drive on, just so I'm not wasting a lot of gas. That's another thing. You might waste a little more gas than normal, but not by much. Really depends on how you drive. Actually, you are gonna waste more gas because you're gonna love driving this car. Like, it's just gonna feel like a complete different freaking car, a complete different animal. So you're gonna be gunning it and all that. So stop, don't do that. Wait, don't waste your gas. Come on now. So the fifth map is one that is actually really cool. Sort of a secret. I don't know if I should show you guys this, but I'm just gonna show you because I'm making this video so you guys know. So smash that thumbs up because I'm showing you guys things like this. Alright, so we turn the car on. So let's say we're gonna, the example my tuner gave me. Let's say you're gonna leave it at an airport for a while. You're gonna come over here. Oh, this is how you change your map, by the way. You press this down and then you click it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I not do it right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, car completely turns off. Car is not gonna turn on unless you switch the map back to the first one or any other drivable maps. And then you turn it on. Because if I even try turning it on right now, it's just gonna die because it's not getting any fuel. Something else I did notice that I've never heard anybody talk about is the car revs much quicker. Like, I have the synchro rev match, and when I used to rev before, it was more of a whoom, like downshift. It was like whoom, now it's like whoom. And since we're on the topic of drivability, there's 2 ways you can tune the car: street tune or dyno tune, or data logging, which is basically a street tune, but you're logging your data to your tuner that lives far away. Me personally, my tuner flew down. We met up in the same place and we did a street tune. Absolutely epic. Like, it's super awesome. All right, Danny, stop talking, bro. Show us the good stuff. Show us the flames. I'm gonna show you the flames. All right, we're gonna try to get some flames out of the car in 3, 2, 1 now. And I haven't even said it yet, but this car's making a total of, I can't even say it because that's the thing that sucks about a street tune. You can't see how much wheel horsepower you're making, but that's gonna get us into the next topic of this video, which is what numbers are you most likely gonna put out? It honestly really depends on the tuner. Some tuners are more edgy than others. Some tuners shoot more flames and others just focus more on performance, which those are probably the ones that you're gonna get the most horsepower out of. But also depends because they can just do what people usually do, they do a racing map and then a flame map so it doesn't intervene or interfere. But generally, I'm gonna give you guys my car as an example. So I have aftermarket intakes, still in Gen 3s right here, 2.5 inch. After talking to my tuner, I really recommend you go 3 inch instead of 2.5. I'm probably gonna change very soon. I have stock headers, test pipes, stock white pipe, and then a full-on Tomei die. That was cringy. And other than those 1, 2, 3 modifications, I have an upgraded clutch. I have a stage 2 with the lightweight flywheel. I don't think that does much. You can also rev higher than you would on the stock setup. From looking at everybody with very similar setup, I should be pushing between 315 to 325 horsepower to the wheels. And another big question that I always personally had is, what happens is, let's say I tune this car now, what if I want to go headers and get a better mid pipe? What happens then? Would I have to retune the whole car and have to go through the same process and pay the same amount again? No, you do not have to, thankfully. Some tuners either have like a lifetime of retuning free, or they would charge you a little bit less than they would a normal tune. Obviously they don't have to go through the same thing, it's just little adjustments. Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna get into the tuner topic I hate how people get so petty and like picky and childish. Like, my tuner's better than yours, your tuner, blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, it's not that serious, dude. You're getting a tune. If you're going with somebody that's known for being good, then you're good. I don't know. You don't have to convince other people that your tuner is better when he's really not. If you know or you don't know, go watch the last video. I went with Limp Mode Tuning. Such a cool guy. I'm very big on customer service and how people are with me. If I joke around and they're like, seem like, even though they do a great job, I probably won't go with them. I'd rather go with somebody that does a really good job and it's like super cool and down to earth. And you can just have fun with and have a good time with. Not pause, not like that. Like I shared with you guys, the car's running great so far. No issues with it at all. Everything's running great. There was a time where we wanted to get a lot of pops, so it was dumping a little too much fuel, and every time I two-stepped, it kept on like staying high in the RPMs and it did not want to go down. So we had to jeopardize a little bit of flames and pops just to get the car running better. So I really appreciated that. If we hadn't done that test and he didn't really care, he would have been like, nah, it's just fine, bro, just click this button and it'll go back down to normal. But we took our time and we fixed that little issue that it had of every time I two-step, it just stayed higher on the RPMs. And in general, it's a good tune. It's a really good tune. I haven't ran anybody. You guys know I'm not really big into racing. He said he was gonna change that. I don't know, I'm not big into racing. I think we're gonna go to a track day mid-January. We're gonna see how it does there. But yeah, overall, as a normal driver, I'm getting pops and bangs. I'm pulling like this car's pulling like it's never done before. And heck, trust me when I'm telling you this, no BSing. I am noticing it. Like, this car's spinning like it's never spun before. So regarding the tune, it's done me really good. I literally can't complain, other than the fact that I'm wasting a little too much gas and having a little too much fun. But other than that, tune is great. Go with Limp Mode Tuning. Go with Admin Tuning. Go with Martin, Saul. Everybody's a great tuner. You know what? Shout out to the tuners for taking your time and learning about these cars and just giving us so much fun. I don't think anybody has ever said that, but shout out to every single tuner out there, man. Without you guys, we wouldn't have as much fun as we do on our cars. So is tuning your G or Z worth it? Not gonna lie, I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this, but yes, it is worth it. Now we're out. Oh my gosh. Whew. Man, hopefully I did not. Oh, did they call the cops? Oh my gosh.